Why do some companies want to keep setting the market back and continuing the race to the bottom? Hey, this is Wayne Vose, Profits Unlimited. I've been doing business coaching since 1990 across the United States and Canada. And I just got a personal experience I want to share with you guys real quick here about a customer that we had for 13 years. You know, and I talk about it a lot. Customers are temporary stops. Some of them stop for a year. Some of them are 50 years and everything in between, right? But this customer had been with us for 13 years, been a very loyal customer. And this year, and I'm not mad at the contractor that got this work. I'm mad at the industry that keeps doing the same thing over and over and over again. And that's underbidding yourself because you don't know what you don't know. And the example of that is simply this. This is a residential account. He had 3 properties we were taking care of within the same neighborhood. We had somebody come in and underbid each of those residential properties, and that's the key. Residential properties by $900 a year each. Now, you guys got to understand that we're not $900 too high. I don't care if you're small. I don't care what your reasoning is for thinking you can go in and do something for $900 less than Wayne's Lawn Service can. Don't say, well, Wayne, you're a larger service. I'm small. I can do it cheaper. I don't have the overhead. Yeah, but you don't have the use rates we've got either. So stop putting yourself in the race to the bottom. I've been talking about the race to the bottom since 1990 because guess what? Wayne Vose was in the race to the bottom for the first 9 years he was in business, doing it like everybody else was doing it, thinking I'm small, I can do it cheaper, thinking, well, that's what the competition's charging, it must be right, or this is what the market will bear in my area. And I almost put myself right out of business. I had myself $90,000 in debt as a 2-truck operation, thinking I needed more work. Now, I know you can say, well, Wayne, route density. Route density is great, no doubt about it. Route density does increase profitability. But what we also need to know is Wayne's Lawn Service, my company, or your company, fill in the blank, is not $900 too high on a small residential property when we're talking about only doing mowing and fertilization and weed control applications. There's not that much room in it, but we think there is as an industry. We got this account. Now we got another call today, and this just recently happened. We got another call from a neighbor said, hey, Wayne, you guys have been doing a great job. There's no problem with the work, but these guys are just so much less, we feel like we got to try them. So we've lost 4 accounts. And again, it's not sour grapes for losing the accounts. I'm the first one to tell you that accounts are temporary stops. But the reality of it is, you guys have got to stop cheating yourself. You're the same ones that get on these social medias and say, oh, what should I do in the winter to make some money? Or I'm going to have to go deliver pizzas. Or I'm going to have to go be an Uber driver. Or I'm going to have to do all this other shit to survive because you want to go out and underbid your work that you're doing from a lawn and landscape side. Stop doing it to yourself. I remember the days when I was a 1-truck operation and a 2-truck operation, when I was out here doing the same stupid stuff, thinking I was building my business, when all I was really doing was perpetuating the fact of putting myself further and further in debt, not making any profit dollars, and bidding jobs like everybody else was bidding them. And I had the mindset of, I'm small, I can do it cheaper. I'm small, I can do it cheaper only means that, hey, I'm letting my farming job or my other job or whatever job it is that I'm doing as a real job pay for my truck or pay for my fuel or pay for this. I'm just going to go out and make some side hustle money. And then you quit that job and you try to do it full time and you're like, oh my God, this ain't working. Of course it's not working. You got to understand the difference between cost, markup, and profit. And first, let's figure out what the costs are. And don't look at some of these stupid estimators. There's a lot of different cost calculators out there, but what I find with a lot of them, they've either left some additional overhead out, they don't get you thinking about the entire process. If you want to get yourself out of the race to the bottom, I even saw one the other day, for God's sakes, it was in Lawn Care Mafia. And I'll bring it out there. And I'm not the kind of guy that normally throws somebody under the bus. But you talk about stupid estimators, this is the one. It's under www.lawnbeast.com/how much to charge calculator. All you do is put an address in. It gives you the magical numbers of what to charge for weekly mowing, bi-weekly mowing. Bleh. Might as well puke if you're going to do bi-weekly mowings. One-time mowings, but it doesn't say, hey, one-time mowing if the grass is this high, or this high. How high is the grass for the one-time mowing? Oh, no consideration for that. But hey, we're not going to teach you how to fish. We're going to buy you a fish sandwich and say, hey, just charge this amount. There's the bad, dumb estimators out there. If you want something that's time-tested and works regardless of where you are in the world, check out ours. Know why you charge what you charge. Everything that you enter into that cost calculator to come up with your cost per hour of operation for your company, guess what? No industry standard. Because an industry standard is the fastest way to put yourself out of the business. And if you don't believe me, just Google it. Look up the failure rates for our industry. They're staggering when compared to any other business other than restaurants. Why? Because we think, I'm going to do it like everybody else is doing it. Check out our Know Why You Charge What You Charge. If you don't want to be this person that underbid us by $900 a year on a residential job, for God's sakes. They took a $3,000 job and they're doing it for $2,000. And the worst part about the whole thing is it's going to take them 10 years to get the price back to where it was at in 2025 at a 4% increase a year. But you know what? I feel very confident that it'll take them longer than 10 years because that's the same type of company that's scared to have a price increase each year. And inflation alone is a reason to have a price increase each year. That's another video, another day. But when you guys finally get tired of starving yourself to death and not being able to go on vacation and racing to the bottom and wondering what you're going to do in the winter and dreading the fact that fall's coming and, oh my God, what am I going to do to survive? You'll finally take a serious look at your business and stop doing it like everybody else is doing it and do it the way successful companies do it, because statistics tell you that if you do it like everybody else is doing it, you're going to fail or you're going to struggle for a lot of years, or maybe struggle a few years, or anything in between, until you finally decide you got to do something different. Let's do something different now. Reach out to Profits Unlimited. You can reach us at Profits or Us. That's profitsareus.com. Check out our Know Why You Charge What You Charge information. I guarantee you this. You will not undersell yourself again, and we have not forgotten or left out anything when it comes to cost recovery. We don't tell you what to charge. We show you how to calculate costs based on your overhead, your use rates, and your desired profit margins. Because up until now, it wasn't stupid. It wasn't dumb when you were pricing with the dartboard method because you didn't know what you didn't know. But once you sat down and you figure it out like we did, you're going to understand why you charge what you charge, and you're not going to undersell your services. It's simple, it's accurate, it's professional. It's not new software to learn. It's simply fill in the blanks on a spreadsheet, and you will set yourself apart from the rest of the competition, and you will be more successful, and you will be more profitable. Any comments, comment below. Be happy to answer them for you, and we'll see you next time.